Hey vinyl community, George Allen here. Vinyl LPs and CDs. I am doing a contest entry this morning for Carlos, and his channel is As the Table Turns. And he's got a great channel. For a while it seemed like all he was doing was jazz. But some of his recent videos, we see that he is has a very eclectic collection of music, and he's done some very interesting video. I like his channel a lot, and that's why I'm doing his contest entry. It's 10 questions, and believe me, some of them are pretty tricky. But I spent some time working on it, and this may be the last contest entry I do for a while, because I got some other things that I've been wanting to do, and I've been tied up with these threads and contests, but this one I wanted to do. And he's offering a $40 gift certificate for any of the major vinyl companies that you buy from, like Music Direct or Acoustic Sounds, or even your local record store, if you can get a gift certificate for it. So that's pretty generous. Anyhow, time's a wasting, As John Wayne would say, daylight's burning. So let's start with question 1. If you were a fighter, ultimate fighter, boxer, wrestler, what would your entrance song be? Well, this one I kicked around. So I came up with, if it was me and I wanted to scare my opponent, I came up with the first movement of Gustav Holst's The Planets, which is Mars, the Bringer of War. If any of you have heard that, you know what I'm talking about. Bum 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 bum. Man, you have that thing playing through some giant speakers, and that'll scare the pants off your opponent. If you haven't heard it, I tell you, check out on Spotify or some source, listen to it. Buy it or go to your library, rent it. The first movement, Mars, the Bringer of War, from Gustav Holst, The Planet. Man, that is some song. You want to put the fear of God in your opponent? That song will do it. Okay, that was question 1. Number 2. The Pretty Green Vinyl guy asked this before. I hit one on the subscribers, but I'm going to ask it as well. But with a little spin. What 3 songs would you have played at your funeral? And let's see, and when would they play? Okay, well, I don't know about any arrangements of when they would play, but one song I'd like to have to play would be the title song of Procol Harum's Grand Hotel, because I want to go out in grand style, and that's what that's about. Procol Harum's Grand Hotel, the song Grand Hotel. Second song would be one of my favorite songs off of the Doors self-titled first album. The Doors would be Crystal Ship, talking about sailing away on that crystal ship. Third song would be, because you have to have a little spiritual nature to you, Going to Glory, would be off Amy Grant's album Age to Age, and it's the first song on it, called In a Little While. And it talks about being in a little while, we will be in the Father's arms. Isn't that a nice song? Great song by Amy Grant. In a Little While. Okay. Ooh. Only 2 songs done. What artist, dead or alive, would you want to sit and have a conversation with over a drink or meal? Well, this was a no-brainer for me. I would like to sit and talk with Frank Zappa. You know, I am not the greatest expert on Frank Zappa, but I've listened to his music since I was a teenager. And wouldn't say I'm as into him as much as, you know, you guys are in the Procol Harum. But some of his stuff I know real well, like the back of my hand. Not his exclusive catalog, but I know his stuff well enough, followed him long enough, that I would say that just trying to sit and talk with that guy, and I've seen him in concert several times, I would just like to sit and talk with him and find out what's going on. If he was still alive, what would he do next? That's all. Be great. What 4-year span would you want to visit or revisit to hear certain artists play if you could travel back in time? This also is a no-brainer for me. 1967 to 71. Because, do you realize in 1967 that's when Jimi Hendrix's first album came out? That's when the Cream released Disraeli Gears. The Doors' first album that I just showed, that's when their album came out. Procol Harum's first album came out. Grateful Dead's first album came out. Pink Floyd first album came out. Jefferson Airplane's first album came out. Traffic's first album came out. So that was the year when a lot of to me, in my mind, for my era of time, when a lot of great music came out. So that's when it started, and give me the next couple of years after that, man, I'd be in heaven. What is the best driving or road trip song? Well, I love Foghat. They're a great band, great English blues rock band. From their album Energized, the song Honey Hush. I love that song. To me, that would be a great road trip song. When you have the feeling of freedom from the whole COVID-19 thing, what's the first song you're going to play? Okay, this is the song I'm going to play. From Tommy by The Who, I'm going to play the song I'm Free. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm free. Doo-doo-doo. We're all going to feel like we're free. After being tied down, roped down, shut in, we're going to be free. That's what I'm going to play. How about that? Great, huh? What song can you not help but tap your foot, move your head, or full-on dance, or rock out to? Well, I don't know about full-on dance. George Allen's not a big dancer. Ask my wife. But I can tap my foot, I can move my head, and that would be Chicago Transit Authority. Here you go. I'm a man, yes I am, and I can't help but love you so. Yeah, that's the song. Right there. Chicago, originally known as Chicago Transit Authority. Question 8. In the spirit of unpopular opinion, what's a well-known classic that you can't stand to listen to? Easy one for me. Copacabana by, guess who? My most unfavorite artist, Barry Manilow. What VC channel really got you interested in the community? Ron Baldry. Hey, you know, this guy, I thought he was the coolest because when I first kind of transitioned from switching from watching audio, stereo type videos to this, he would be so cool because he'd be sitting there so calm and relaxed, showing album after album, and he just like flip them up. Okay, this is the album here, and he would talk about it real serious and everything. Then he'd flip up the next one. And I thought, man, that guy is so cool. That's what really got me started. What new channel with less than 200 subscribers in the VC has piqued your interest? Well, I thought about it, and actually I had to narrow it down to two. I just couldn't pick one. There's two. One of them is the one I'm doing the contest for, Carlos, as the table turns, and the other one is Kelvin Wazoo, and I just forgot the guy's first name. But those two really got me. I like Carlos's channel because it drew me in at first because he was doing all this jazz stuff, and I like doing a lot of jazz stuff. And also Kelvin Wazoo, as soon as I saw the name, I thought, wow, the Grand Wazoo, this guy's into Frank Zappa. So those two really are the ones. Well, that's it. That's my 10 questions, and I had fun doing this. So check out As the Table Turns. A great channel. He has a great intro. Always has interesting information. He just doesn't do album reviews. He does like clips about the artists, and very interesting. Great channel. There's so many good ones in the vinyl community. Sometimes I just find myself spending so much time watching them, I don't leave enough time to listen to music. And that's what I want to do next. My next thing is I want to do something on music. I just got Clifford Brown's new release the other day, and I've only got to listen to it once, and it's a beautiful album. Study in Brown, the sound stage on it is so wonderful. The recording, they did a great job on this one, and I'd like to be able to talk about that someday. Beautiful, beautiful sounding. Anyhow, that's it for today. Talk with you later.